Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the New England Patriots. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. At the 25-yard line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. Leaves it for Penny. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan. all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Whirling. 56.
From the gun, here's Goff. He lets it fly for... He's got a man, complete. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Look, 180. Hey, check 43.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Like 20. Maverick. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Haywood. 17.
Goff on 3rd down. He's got Lockett. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, 76.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back near his own goal line, Winston. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
If you kill it, motion the out.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 3, check 3. Check your hot read. Shit.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check. Let me go. Check 31. Check. Easy. Let me go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st down coming up. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So that'll back them up 5.
Ready. Slow ready. Easy.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Call it a gain of 4 there, but those yard markers a ways away here. 3rd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, baby. What you got? All right.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Come on now, let's go.
A gain of 12. And the Toronto 1st down.
Here we go, tonight. 180. Here we go, D. Get up. Hold on. Check.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 28-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 56.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He lets it fly for Lockett. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shady, black 25. Check 53's mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Oh, you got D? Come on. Sunday. And even. Kill. Check.
First down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Winston, and his throw is incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Let's go.
Third and long for Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They're on 16-yard line.
Ready,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
So when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
50, 180, 56.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he finds Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then... quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
It's a gain 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's gone. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, gone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
He was brought down by Emerson Griffin.
5 on the 50.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, even.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check curls. 51. Keep bringing it.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Here we go, fellas, here we go, here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
I smell fear now.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Listen. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Mike 10.
From the 27, Winston finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, it's Moore, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, Winston. He's got his tight end, Burton. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ready, blue ready. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Once again with Sanders. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on? And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Switch. Watch out.
They run it again with Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Goff. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Chubb running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Patriots 46-yard line.
Check 56. I'm scared.
Play action. It's gone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Goff now looking to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
Complete to Eric Ebron. A big gain on the play.
Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Foxborough. All square. 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give, right side. Moore. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a 1st down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Winston. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a fourth-down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here we go. Black 20. 56. 12. 56.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Gone. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the Patriots' 22-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Check 56.
Now Goff going for it all. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Here we go. 76. 70.
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Get ready. Rick Flair. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey, Alpha. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. No chance. Value 3. Value 3. Hey, let's go. Go ground.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Ready? Blue lady. Like 10. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Result of the play is a turnover